Hello everybody, my name is Cool, but I'm bringing out this video of me playing a board game, and today I'm going to be doing a playthrough of Dragons of Etchinstone. Oh, as you can see here, there we go, Dragons of Etchinstone from Chip Theory Games. So let me go and get our background music started, and I'll go through our teach, and then we'll go through our playthrough, so let's get that going here. Yeah, there we go, get some nice dragon music going. Guess that's what dragon music sounds like, and yeah, so let me go and zoom out, oh, too far. Okay, there we go. Sorry, I didn't remember which button I set it to. But let me go and get started here, and let's go through the teach, and then we'll go through the playthrough. So, Dragons of Etchinstone is a game that can be played you can play it, it's pretty compact. You can play it in the palm of your hand. I'm not going to play it in the palm of my hand. I will play it here on the table, set out kind of how I have it here. But our goal is to basically go through the number of arena challenges here, or area challenges we have here, region challenges. And then we make it through that. Once we make it through our deck, then we'll consider moving on to the next region. Once we get to the, go through region 4. Once we get to the 5th region, we go to our final battle. And our final battle will be facing off against one of these 4 dragons. And then if we survive, then we win the game. So that's kind of how the entire game works. So the game works in a very interesting way with cards being multi-use. So these are my mages here. I have 4 of them laid out here, and I have a deck of mages. I have 4 of the blue mages, 4 of the red mages, 4 of the yellow mages, and 4 of the purple mages. The mages will have different things and different abilities, and for the purposes of the game, I will be kind of laying the cards out a little bit more compactly, so probably like this. So we're not seeing too much information that we don't need to see, that we're not concerned about. But essentially, while we're playing the game, we'll have the mages here, and the mages will be able to give us our attack or our travel that we'll need to make it through the challenge. And assuming that we have the right number, we'll be able to either just take the victory without any consequences, or we'll be facing consequences depending on how we do. And if we can pass that challenge, once we pass that challenge and deal with our consequences, then we'll be able to go on to the next round. So the game is pretty straightforward. I don't really need to explain a ton up front. I will explain it as we go along though. So my first 2 or 3 turns, I'll be explaining kind of everything as we go. So just go with that. To start the game, I will be taking all of my mage cards, here from the base game, and I'll be shuffling those together. And there should be 4 of each. And I'm going to set them on their 2 side. So I guess I said that in the wrong order. Set them all on their 2 side, so level 2 instead of level 1, or on the back side, level 3 or 4. And make sure they keep the orientation, do a good shuffle. And then once I'm done shuffling, I will just kind of put it like that. Now, like I said, you can play this game in the palm of your hand. I'm not going to explain too much how to do that, but there's a way to do it. There's other people who have done videos with that, but I'm just going to put mine on the table like that. Now, on the card, there's going to be a few pieces of information, and I will zoom in a lot closer here so we can take a peek at that. Those pieces of information are the level of the card, the name of the card, the element of the card, and down here we have some other stats that are important to know. So these stats are going to be used to help us defeat our challenges, face our challenges. This number up here is going to tell us which challenge we're going to face, and it'll make more sense as we go along how that comes out. But in this case, this card has a priority of 5, and if my priority is higher than my opponent's, then I get to go first. If it's lower, then my opponent will go first. And essentially going first just means that my opponent will get to attack me once, and then I go, and then if they're alive, they'll get to attack me again. This here is movement. This particular card is a movement card, so this will tell me how many movement points I'll get. And I need to either meet or exceed the number on the challenge. So if I bring in our other view, 1 second. I think it's seen this one. Nope, wrong button. Sorry, wrong button. Oh my gosh. Wait, did I not save it? Oh no. All right, 1 second. Yes, random fireplace, I know. But if I bring in my scene here, there it is, scene D. Oh, I see, I don't have that one set. I'll move that. But essentially what that'll allow me to do is, the card I'm trying to bring in will show me what region I'm going to be facing. So here we are, scene C. And this is the region card here in the top corner. This region card will have 4 different spots, and depending on which one I'm facing will determine which one I'm fighting. So if I'm taking on this one, then I'll be fighting against those stats and so on and so forth. But looking here, these marching values, these travel values will be what I'm looking for. So in this case, I need to have 12 or better. So in this case, I will have 9 towards that, so on and so forth. So again, I'll explain in a lot of details my first few turns as we go along. But for now, just know that this is a travel card, and it'll be used to fight or to go against travel challenges like that, like the ones on the bottom there, over here. These ones. This here will be a boost. So if the card's in a certain position, it'll give a boost. If it's there's a lot of positional stuff involved in this game. So again, I'll explain that as we go along. Here is going to be the defense. So if I do take damage, then this card will allow me to soak 3 damage. It will level down, and then I get to soak that much damage or take that much damage. So if this card were hit, or if I were hit for 4 damage, for instance, I can say, okay, this card's going to get hit, so it's going to be reduced from level 2 to level 1, but before it does, it blocks 3 of the damage that's coming towards me, and then I got 1 left to deal with, so I can use this card again if I wanted to. It'll be eliminated from the game once it goes below level 1, but it will block those last bits of damage. So that's how all that works. All right, cool. After I finish doing all my fighting, I will be able to level up cards that are in my hand, so I can take the cards and level them up. So I can spend the cost here to level up, which is 3, depending on how much experience I get. So using this first one as an example, if I were successful in defeating this one, I would get 5 experience points. So I get to spend 5 amongst my cards. So this one will cost me 3 to upgrade it. So I go from this side, I get to flip the card over to level 3. And if I want to upgrade again, I would need 4. Of course, I don't have enough in this example. But if I did, I could flip it over to level 4, and it becomes a stronger card, a stronger, more powerful card. All right, cool. So that's pretty much all I'll explain here. We will get a good shuffle going, and then we will get playing on the game here. So, for starters, I do need to choose which of these dragons I'm going to face. So I'm going to go ahead and do that by rolling 2 dice. I just don't have 2 dice. There we go. All right, they're in bags. So I'm going to roll 2 dice, and I will use odds and evens. So essentially, odd is going to be this one, even is going to be this one, and then odd is going to be the front of the card, even is going to be the back of the card. So this is my which card, and this is my which side. I forgot what I just said. All right, which card, which side. So it's going to be this card, and it's going to be this side. Okay, cool. All right. Good. As soon as I said that out loud, to make it really complicated, I just, forgot. So this is going to be the dragon. This is going to be the big baddie I'm going to be fighting. So I'm going to put him off to the side. Normally, he'll be in the stack under the region cards, but because I'm playing it the way I'm playing it on the table and spreading things out a little bit more, it's not going to be as compact. But I will go ahead and just keep him off to the side, out of view here. All right, cool. Now we're done with that. We're going to go ahead and get started with our adventure. So first thing we'll do is we'll shuffle. This is at the very start of the game, we'll shuffle. Everybody's on level 2, as it should be. And then I'm going to draw 4 cards. And then I'm going to take my stack and just kind of put it over here to the side, like that. And we're going to begin by looking at what we have going on. I can probably zoom in a little bit more. Now that I kind of got everything all cleaned up and spruced up looking. So let me zoom in more. Let's see if I can do... Can I get this close? Ah, it's too close. All right, 1 second. I was doing some setup beforehand, but clearly I didn't do all the setup. So I'll put this card here. This is my deck. My discard will go there. And then these cards are in my hand. Okay, cool. So now that we have all that set, we will continue with our playthrough. So this card here on top of the deck will tell me which challenge I'm facing. So I'm facing challenge number 4. I'm going to use this little dragon egg here or this bird egg from Wingspan, 3D printed one, to mark that. So we're going to be number 4. So this is going to be skull is going to be enemy, and then if it is a sign like this, it's going to be a travel one down here. So the rest of the rules of the game are that you have these cards that will tell you what ability you're going to use. Now, the cards will be placed in certain positions to do certain things. So for instance, a card on the far left side here, out of my 4, will be in my reserve, which means that it will be, I can hold it from this round to the next round, and it will not be activated this round. The card that's here in the second position in my hand, if this is first position, second position, this will be my, my element. So this will tell me what element my card will be. So this is a purple. This will also tell me what my priority is. And a way you can look at this is a reserve card first position, second position, and then third position. So that'll make more sense as we go along. So for first position, I'm playing if this were my card that I'm playing, which I don't know if it is, but if this was, I would be playing a purple element, and I would be priority number 6. So I have 6 for my priority. The next card is going to be the actual attack that we're doing. So in this case, I'm going to be attacking with this, which clearly this is not an attack. This is a movement, so this is not a good order, but continue on with our example. I will be able to get the 5 here because we're playing element. Now, if I played a yellow element here, then I would be able to get this instead, which is a better thing. But of course, attack. For attacking purposes, this can be used as a 1, which is not good, because I need to defeat the enemy, and the enemy currently has 13 health, which is not great. So they're gonna not be dead. And I'll explain more why that's even worse for me. Continuing on, this last card is going to be your boost, and this card is going to give you +2 to either your priority or to your damage or movement that you're doing. Now, in this particular example, this will give me +2 to 1, because remember, these are movements, but I'm supposed to be doing attacks, so this is going to count default by 1, or by default as a 1, so it's going to be 1 + 2, so it's going to give me 3, so I have 3 attack that I can deal to the enemy, and then after the round, or after I've committed to a thing, then we'll evaluate the damages, and if I've done all the damage to my enemy, as in my enemy has 13 health right now, if I've done 13 damage in one go in my play, then the enemy dies, and I'll get the XP at the bottom, which is 8, which is a lot of XP, and then I'll get to upgrade my cards. If I did at least half, equal to or greater than half of their health is damage, and I think that's rounded up, so I have to do 7 in this case to be considered half. Then I will take damage from this enemy's attack, which this enemy is currently attacking with a 3 purple. It's a little bit hard to see there, but 3 purple. And 3 purple means that I'll be able to take 3 damage. So if I use, well, I don't have any purple defenses, but this blue defense here, if the enemy were attacking with a blue attack, this would be able to count as double for blocking that. So this will be counted as 4 instead of 2, but I do not have anything special, so it's a 3 purple. So I can just take a hit on this card here for 3, and this will let me block 3. It'll be downgraded, of course. And then that'll be kind of it. The other thing too, I forgot to note, is that the enemy also has a defense too, similar to kind of have this whole color defense thing. So if I attack the enemy with a purple attack, which that's a purple 3 shield, that means that that they'll be blocking 6 of that damage. So in this case, I said I was doing 3 earlier, but because I'm doing a purple element attack, I'm actually doing 0, because they're going to block 3. Actually, they're going to block 6, so it's probably not good for me to do this order. Anyway. All right, so that's enough for me explaining the example. If I do at least half of the damage to the enemy, then I get the experience, but I still take damage, so I have to deal with the damage consequences. And if I do less than half, then I take damage and I get nothing. So I want to at least hit them for half their health if possible. So going back into strategizing here, I clearly don't want to have this set up, so I can rearrange my cards in my hand as I want to. And in this case, I'm going to go ahead and do elements blue, and then attack is going to be this one clearly. And then I can boost by 2, and then I can reserve this card. Now, the question is, which one do I reserve? Because these are both going to do both the boost of 2, and the priority for the enemy is only a 2, so my priority here is going to be beating them, so I'm okay with that. But I think in this case, this will give me the 7 damage that I need, because it's going to be 5, because it's a blue element, so it's going to be 5, and it's going to be +2 to the damage there. And I can just hold on to this for later, but the question is, well, you know what? Yeah, I want to save this card, because this card might give me more movement if that becomes beneficial, so we're going to do it this way, because they're both a boost 2, so it didn't matter. All right, so we're all done with that. We've committed to our selection there. Now that we've committed to our selection, we're going to go ahead and do our attack. So, well, first we check who has a higher priority. I have a higher priority. I have 6 versus his 2, so I get to attack first. When I attack, I'm attacking with 5 + 2, so 7. So he's taking 7, so half of his health, at least half of his health has been dealt. So that's all that matters here. The second part is we check to see, is he dead? He is not dead, so therefore he will attack with 3. We've already, oh man. Okay, all right, hold on. In this case, I'm going to retcon this. I'm going to say I did this instead. We've already established that this card can block 3, so we're going to use this one to block, which is very unfortunate, but we're blocking with 3, so he's dealing 3 damage, so I have to take that damage. I will take it here, by getting this card hit. Now this card will be downgraded, it will block 3, so I have no more damage to deal with. Also, I forgot to point out, his shield is 3, a block 3 of blue. I stated that earlier incorrectly. It's not going to be doubled against purple. It's actually just purple. If I attack with purple, he reduces it by 3. That's what it does. For my shield, it's the doubling. So I just want to clarify that. I got that part wrong. Continuing on though, this card downgraded, but I blocked all the damage. So now I've dealt with all the consequences. And now we ask the question, did I do at least half of its health as damage? The answer is yes. So therefore I get the experience of 8, which is perfect. Any card that was hit and downgraded is not eligible to be upgraded, but I can upgrade everything else. So I'm going to upgrade this card here for 4. So it's going to go from here to there. And then I'm going to upgrade this card here for 3. Like so. All right. And now that we're done with that, we're at the end of the round. So now we're into the round. All the cards that I played will be discarded. So these will be discarded. So let's go into my discard. Oh, sorry. I gotta keep the orientation correct because otherwise I'll mess myself up. So I'll put it like that off to the side so we'll know that that's my discard right there. And then this card's in my reserve, so I get to hold on to it. And now we're at the end of the round. Now we're gonna draw our hand back up to 4. Like so. And then we check to see what our new challenge is. And our new challenge is gonna be this one, like so. And now we're there, we just continue playing. Now, during my turn, I can choose to discard any one of my cards to say that, you know what, I'm gonna pass on this challenge. So if I discard a card, I discard this card, and then I discard the top card of the deck, which effectively will change what encounter I'm gonna be doing. And then I will play the round like normal. When I do that, you'll notice I have 3 cards, so I won't be able to have a reserve. I can do that one more time, and if I do it one more time, then I'll be stuck with just 2 cards. In that case, I must fight whatever challenge is there. In that case, I'll have an element, and I'll have an attack, and I'll have no boost, and I'll have no reserve. So that is an important thing to note. Something I can do if the challenge looks a little too dire. But in this case, I'm fighting this guy who's 8. Oh man, 8 priority is pretty high. But he's an 8 priority, and I need to do damage, and I have a bunch of boots. So actually, this might be a challenge worth passing on. So I think in this case, let me think. I don't know, because he's hitting at 8, so purple elements. Actually, no, that works out. Okay, that works out perfectly. So we're gonna do purple elements, and then we're gonna be here, and then we're gonna boost by. That sucks. Oh no, we can take him out. Yeah, we can take him out because he's only 7 health. Okay, that's perfect. There we go. So the question is, do I want this card or this card to be held on to? Because they're both going to be +2. I think I want to hold on to this card because I've seen a lot of yellows. So I'm going to hold on to this red card. I'm going to commit to this. So I'm reserving this card, this red card, and our element's going to be purple. So it means we're going to be able to get this effect here, and we can choose to either do an attack or a move. We're going to do an attack, purple attack, and then we get a boost of 2, so it's going to be 5. So let's go through the normal order. We check our priority. My priority is matching there, so therefore I get to go first. So I have to be matching or beating to get that there. And this is going to be the attack, so I'm at 5 plus 2, so 7. So I will deal enough to take him out. So he's not alive anymore, so it does not do any damage. So now I get the 4 experience points, so I'll get my 4 XP, and I get to spend it on my cards, and I'm going to spend on the card I reserved here. It costs 4 to flip over, and we're done. So next round. And as you can see, this game is pretty quick. Even when I'm explaining a bunch of stuff, it's still kind of pretty quick. And we got ourselves a new challenger here. So we're going to be fighting the monkey guy there, karate monkey guy. I don't know what that's supposed to be, but sure. So in this case, they are 11 health, 4 priority, They'll deal 2 damage to me, and they have 1 red shield. So I can deal 8 red damage, which is very frustrating. So I just need to do half. So I think I'll try to save my 8 red damage here. And I'll do this number. Yes, priority is a 4, so we'll do this. Actually, hold on. No, I can't do that. Hold on. Chaos here. So we're gonna do gonna do the 8 red damage because he's only gonna block 1. I mean, it's gonna be the same concept, and I don't like. I guess I can upgrade another card, but we're gonna do this. So we're gonna be 8, 10. So it's gonna be 10 damage, and it's not gonna be enough to take him out. So I'm gonna be taking 1 hit, and I can do that 1 hit on the card I upgraded here, which I don't want to do, but I guess that's the only way to kind of keep me from being falling too far behind here. So we'll do that. All right, so we're committing to that. We're dealing 10 damage to him, and our priority. Oh, nope, that's not gonna work, is it? Oh, actually, no, it's fine. So we're gonna add our boost to our priority. So our priority is 4, so we're matching their priority. So 4 and 4, so we get to go first. And then we're gonna deal 8, and then just 8. So 8 because it's red, it's a red element, so it's gonna block 1, so he's taking 7. He's not dead, he's gonna attack me for 2, and I'll use this to block it, which is gonna block everything. And then I get to upgrade cards for 7 XP. 7 XP. And I'll do this card for 3, and then I'll do this card for 4. And that's it. All right, next round. And we draw 4 or 3. Okay. And then our challenge is, our challenge is gonna be our first travel challenge. It's gonna be 3. So we're gonna do 11. Now, the way this works, because I haven't had a chance to fully explain this one, the way this works is essentially with the travel, I will have to beat 11. Now, there is no priority in this one, but the way it works is if I am able to do a boot that matches the color of the challenge, of red in this case, then I will be able to use my reserve cards as a boost as well. So that's kind of the benefit of matching the color. In this case, I don't have the ability to do that. Now, what I can do is I can do a, I forget what the word is, merge cards? What is it called? Polymerize? I don't know. I can bring the cards together. Let me find the word. Fuse. I can fuse cards together. So if I fuse the 2 cards together like this, then I can make this any element that I want, and then that will impact everything else. So this can be any element, it'll be there. But now when I do this, I will be able to still upgrade this card, but because I used the card, it will be also thrown away into my discard. So that goes a long way to say that in this case, I could switch the element of this one, but I don't think it's really gonna help me because I got attack, I got 5 boots, and I have this. Actually, it could. Yeah, it could. Okay, all right. Well, we'll do that. Because 9 plus 2, yeah, okay. So what we'll do is we'll fuse these 2, and then, we'll fuse these 2, and then we'll use this as our move. So we'll fuse these 2 to be a blue, and then we'll use that, and then we'll boost with 3. So it's gonna be enough. That's gonna be 9 plus 3, 12. So we do successfully get through it. Now, if I were to fail this particular challenge, then I would discard 2 cards from the top of my deck, because that's what the challenge is a 2-time loss if I fail. But in this case, I do succeed by spending all my cards and doing a fusion there. So I will have 4 XP, and I can boost or upgrade any of these cards. I think I'll upgrade this card. And then my whole entire hand is going to go away because I did do a fusion there. And then we draw 4. 1, 2, 3. Now, when my deck runs out, there's a few things that happen. So let me go ahead and bring up the... where is it at? Is it on this card? Nope, not on that card. Hold on. Or is it just in the rulebook? Hold on. So whenever I run out of cards, there's a certain sequence that we go through. Here we go, end of a region. All right, so I was reading from the rulebook, so I got the rulebook here, but I'll read it from the rulebook. During the cleanup phase, if there are fewer than 5 mage cards remaining, 4 in my hand and 1 for the key card, it is the end of the region. If you've completed region 4, then go to the final battle. So first thing we do is reshuffle, shuffle all the mage cards except any that were trashed into a new deck, taking care not to change the orientation, then draw your hand. So I get to draw 4 cards into my hand, and then prepare for your expedition. Orient the next region card and place the region card on top of the deck. If you're holding to your cards and trash, blah, blah, blah. Continue the adventure. All right. So essentially what it's saying is I simply take all the cards. It says all cards, including the ones in my hand. Let me go back. So I would like to hold on to these ones in my hand, please. Shuffle all the mage cards except any that were trashed into a new deck. It says all. Well, I'm shuffling all the mage cards, including the ones, or except for the ones that were trashed. And I'm trying not to change the orientation here. So shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Give it a good shuffle. And then we put that there for a second. And then we change our region card. So we're going to be on region 2, which is the back of this card, like so. And now we have some symbols, some more special symbols, which we'll talk about as we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. And we got our 4 cards and we're ready to go. So our challenge, this one's going to be on travel 2 right there. So in travel 2, 13, 2 time wasted, and we get 7 experience if we do at least half. So let us try to make this work out. So, ooh, I got a 9 boot. That's nice. Nice, perfect. All right, and it's blue. Perfect. All right, so we'll do blue element, 9 boots. So it's gonna be 9 for the boots, and then we will get a boost of 1. But because we match the element here, we can also use the boot. Oh, that's not enough. Oh, heck. Well, that's heartbreaking. So 9, 10, 11. We need 13. Shoot. Our consequence is losing 2 time, which I would rather not do if I don't have to. It feels so good because we got a +3 here. All right, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have to do a fuse because it's either lose 2 cards or lose 1 card. So in this case, I'm gonna choose to lose 1 card. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna do this. We're gonna fuse those 2. Then we're gonna use this card here as our boost. So we're fusing, so that should be, oh no, it's still short by 1. Ah, math is so difficult. Stay in school, kids. All right, hold on. So I'm gonna lose time anyway. So in that case, let me go ahead and just hold on to a good card. Let's do that, like so. And actually, 13, all I need to do is get 7, right? Yeah, all I need to do is get 7. 5 plus 3. Trying to find a way to hold on to this card. I don't think there's a way. So yeah, there's no way to hold on to this card. I have to use this card. So 5 plus 1. No, 5 plus 3 plus. Wait, what am I doing? Oh yeah, 1 still has to be the element. All right. No, there's no fancy way to do this. I'm too short on the numbers here because I got smacked around earlier with this one. So we're gonna end up losing 2 time, which is not great. I'm not happy about that. But hey, thankfully we get 7 experience, so I guess we can spin that accordingly. So in this case, we are going to go ahead and evaluate. So we're at blue element, 9 for our movement, +1, so 10. And then because the element does match the challenge, we're going to get +1 here, so it's going to be 11. It's not going to be enough to completely, win the challenge here, so we are going to lose 2 time. Oof, 2 cards gone. And now that's done, consequences are suffered. Any other consequences? Nope, just those. Now all the consequences are suffered. We're gonna go ahead and do our upgrades. So we have 7 XP to spend. So we're gonna do, I think I should do a 5 and a 2. I'm gonna do those two. So we're upgrading this one, and we're upgrading this one. And now we're done. These cards are gonna go away. Even though this card was used as a boost because of the challenge, it stays in my hand because it's still my reserve. That's again the benefit of using or going against the travel challenges there and matching the color. All right, so we get 3 more cards. And we got a 1 skull. So we're fighting that guy, the Tyrannosaurus guy. Oh, a gnome. It's like an axe gnome. All right, so we're fighting the axe gnome, and they have a special symbol. So the special symbols are something that we get to talk about now. So here are the symbols. So the special symbols will do different things. In this case, this one is ranged. So what ranged says is you must suffer early damage. Early damage is if I'm not fast enough on the priority from the enemy, then I'll take damage. I'll take early damage, which is separate from the normal damage that they'll do. So in this case, I must take early damage even if I have a faster priority than them because they're ranged. I can mitigate that or negate that by discarding my boost card. When I discard my boost card, I don't discard it immediately. It just kind of, I will be discarding it this round type situation. Or I can just take the hit, which he's hitting for 2 purple. I don't know. I don't know if I want to take the hit. So that is the dilemma that he puts me in. So at any rate, it is a challenge to take him out because he's priority 6 too. So I need a higher than 6 priority, and I also need to do 9 damage to him, which I can for sure do, just not in the way that I want to do it, which is not great. So I think I'm gonna end up taking the hit from him, the early damage, which I'm not happy about. Because I need to fuse. If I discard, I can't fuse. Because I'm either taking the early damage from the range attack or I'm taking the early damage from the low priority because I can place this red card here, like that. And then, oh, actually I can boost my priority, can't I? Hold on. Still not high enough because I only have a +4. I need a +5 to get to 6. So that is not great. And his damage is 2 purple. And I don't have any purple purple shields. I have a blue shield, but not a purple shield. Everything else is just a generic shield. Not the greatest series of things here in hindsight, but okay, so what I'll do is I'll discard this card so I can cancel out the ranged attack. So the ranged attack is not going to happen. Well, no, I'm not going to discard this because if I'm going to take early damage anyway, I might as well take early damage, and that's not separate from the source of damage. Let me bring it back up. It says you must suffer early damage. Discard reserve card to ignore the range. Okay, so I said I must suffer early damage, not I must suffer an additional early damage. So in this case, we're discarding this card. We're dealing 8. We're dealing 8 there. We're boosted up to, well, yeah, we can +4 to the 8, so it's gonna be 12. So we do take him out, but he will deal us damage first. So he's dealing us damage of 2, so early damage, and I think early damage counts afterwards. So all the damage is taken or is done during the consequences phase. Let me double check. Okay, so it says here in the rulebook here, it says determine outcome if either of ether elements' armor matches that of your enhanced attack. Subtract that from the armor, then compare the attack to your enemy table, and then it says here, so it says here, Narrow victory. So, oh, wait. What? When did that happen? Okay, yeah. Here it is. Determine initiative. Check your initiative, which may have been modified by your boost. If the enemy's initiative number is higher than yours, you will suffer the enemy's attack as early damage during the penalty phase. Okay, so the reason I'm reading that is because it means the card does not downgrade before I get to use it. I get to use it first, and then it downgrades afterwards. Okay, so I just want to double check that. Okay, so continuing on, we will be able to take them out. We're going to be dealt early damage. So that means we're going to be dealing dealt a source of damage here. So 2 damage is going to go to us, and we're going to choose to throw that on this card here. It would be nice to get more upgraded. Actually, it's only 2 damage though. Yeah, we'll deal it to this card. We're going to hold on to, and I'll tell you why in a second. Because I want to get this card. Oh well, sorry. I guess I'll tell you why now. Because I want to get this card leveled up to like its max level. That means when it comes back to me later on, I'll be able to do something cool with it. It does mean I'm going to be losing. Well, I can do that with this card instead. Yeah, I'm gonna have this card get dealt too. So this card is going to be downgraded, like so. And now I'm going to upgrade again because this card was hit this round. I do not get to upgrade it this round, so I can't just like take a hit and upgrade it immediately. I have to wait until it shows up again next time. So in this case, I'm going to have that 1 extra left over because I have 5 experience points that I'm gaining from this guy from taking him out. And we're going to level up this card like we said we were going to do. And then all these cards go away. And then we draw our next set of cards. So 3 more cards. All right. And we're dealing with 3. So we get 5 XP. We need a 11 to make it out of this one. We're not going to be able to match the color. We can get a 7 or a 7, so I think we'll take a 7. So we'll do purple. Ooh, yeah, okay. Oh, +4, heck yeah. So 7 plus 4, that's 11, right? So it's going to be it there. And I think I'm going to do this because I want to hold on to this card. So that's going to be element purple. We're going to get that 7. Then we're going to get that +2. Oh. Sorry, this is a yellow. I'm sorry. Nope, I have to do it the other way. I have to do it this way. Because I thought I was going to be able to use the boost thing here, but the element does not match. So purple element, we get 7 plus 4. So 7 plus 4 is 11. So we are going to be able to successfully meet our challenge here. And we get to hold on to our card. We get 5 XP. So we don't have to deal with anything else, but 5 XP. And let's see, how do I want to spend that? I think I want to upgrade this card in my hand. I'm holding on to it. So let's upgrade that. If it was 6 XP, I could have upgraded both of those, but unfortunately, it's not the hand I was dealt. So that's all done. Next hand, 1, 2, 3. 1 card left. We're in our last round here. It's going to be a 4, the 4 boss. So this guy has a special symbol. So let's go ahead and see what that special symbol is. It is freeze. If you suffer early damage, discard your reserve card. Ugh, that's gross. That is gross. Let me, let's see. 13 health is a lot. 5 priority is also pretty high, and 3 damage is not great. I can block it with this card, which is cool, because it's a blue damage that he's doing, and I have a blue shield. But I'm still not happy about how things are panning out here. Things are not looking up for me. And this is the last card for this region too, so if I can take him out in spectacular fashion, that'll be great. Now, I have a 10 damage card, which is going to be great, and it is red, which is perfect because it's not what matches his thing. So 10 plus 3. Ooh, okay, cool. Looks like I'll take him out. Nice. All right, so 10 plus 3 is going to give me 13, and he doesn't have anything special for me to worry about. I just need to make sure my boost is, or my priority is good. So my priority is good, so I'm at 5. So yeah, we're knocking this one out of the park. This one specific one out of the park. So we have dealt enough damage to take him out. We did not take any early damage, so we're not frozen. We don't have to discard anything. But in that case, we get our 7 XP and we get to spend it how we want. And we can upgrade 2 cards, and I think we will. We're gonna upgrade this card and this card. Or no, I'm gonna do these 2. I wanna try to get everything on 3 and try not to get too overzealous here with upgrading a single card, because that can come back to bite me in the butt later. Because if you noticed, I'll point this out now, the challenge here will change as you upgrade, and it becomes stronger as you upgrade. So this was a challenge 4, now it's challenge 2. So that's an important thing to note. You don't want to, well, you can, but you don't want to upgrade. So that was a 3. The last one was a 3. This one's a 4 to upgrade. So that's all 7 of my experience there. But you don't want to upgrade too hard, too fast on just a few cards and let the rest of your cards fall behind. That's what I was trying to say. Okay, so now we're done. We're going to draw cards. Oh no, we're out of cards. So we're going to go ahead and go through our sequence here. We're going to go to region 3. So region number 3. Getting close to the end here. And these guys are harder to fight. These challenges are harder to overcome. Oh, whew, sorry. Just gotta be very careful trying to shuffle cards like this. There we go. That's pretty good. Alright, so now I will draw my 4. And I'm going to be going into 3 enemy. So 3 enemy. Alright, so he has poison. Oh no, I don't like poison. Poison. When you suffer damage, you also suffer 1 damage next hand. Ugh, I don't like that. Otherwise, he's a priority 9. Ugh. And he's a health 11. Ugh. Alright, do I have enough to blow my... Oh, I got all movement. I got this one. That's a 7. I need 11, so I need 4. Okay, so I can do it. So... my priority is the thing I need to worry about, though. So that's going to be that. So my priority is 1 short. So I'm at 8. And I'm adding this to an attack so I don't get hit again. Man, this is brutal. Brutal. Is there a way for me to get away from it? Is the question. I think the answer is no. Because I either have my priority so I don't take early damage, and then I take a normal damage because I won't be able to take him out, or I just take him out, but still suffer early damage. And this is the dilemma that I've ended up in because of the heart of the cards, the heartlessness of the cards. So I'm gonna unfortunately take the hits. I wish there was a way for me to like split this up, but no. Because I need all 4 anyway. So it's going to be 11 for the attack. So he's dealing early damage, which is not great. So I will take a hit on one of these cards. I'll take a hit on this card. I'm going to just save my bacon here. Actually, I'll take a hit on this card. And then I'm going to be taking 1 damage on my next turn. Is that the start of my next turn? You also suffer 1 damage on your next turn. So it just says on your next turn. So I'll just get a little marker here to remind myself. Sure, I'll use a little check mark. So that's just going to say, hey, I got to take another damage here next round. So let's put that there. All right, cool. So that is that. So he deals early damage. I will be taking that on this card, I think. How much XP does he give me? 7? So 3 plus 4. Yeah. So this card's taking a hit. And then I've already taken him out. So now we're upgrading. And I just took my damage. And my poison's going to be kicking in next round. So we are 4 and 3. So it's going to upgrade these 2. So this one goes to that side. This one goes to his other side. And then we're done. And then I got my poison to deal with. But it's 1, 2, 3. And we are going to be dealing with the same guy. And he has another symbol here. This extra symbol is going to be, what is that? That is like a cloud symbol? I don't know what this symbol is. You can see that? It's hard to see. We're fighting the same guy again, but he's going to be enhanced because of my card there. And that enhancement is going to be hazard. When you suffer non-poison damage, suffer 1 time penalty. Ugh. Okay. Well, let's see if I can do it again. So I've already got to suffer 1 poison, and I got nothing but boots. So what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to have to pass this one because I have a 5, and he's hitting for what, 2? Okay, maybe I can take the hit. Hold on. So he's hitting for, I can do a 5 like that, and then his priority is a 9. So I'm gonna take 2 hits from him unless I get my priority up. So I can do, nope, I can't take it out. I can't take him out. I gotta pass. All right, we're gonna pass on this guy. We are going to pass on this guy. So I'm gonna discard this card and discard that card. There we go. All right, so now we're on a new challenge here. It's gonna be a 2 walking. And this one has no special shenanigans, which is cool. It's gonna give me 6 XP too. So I still got my poison I gotta deal with. And I need 12. So I got all the boots I want. So we are gonna be able to surpass this with flying colors because we got our 10, so yellow element plus that, plus 2 boost. So we do succeed in passing that one. Oh man, just barely. Ooh, we had exactly what we needed. And that's good, but we do still have to take this poison damage. So we're gonna take the poison damage, and that's gonna hit us. I think it should hit us on this card. I hate having a card that's like really weak. Actually, no, it should probably hit us on, no. Let's have it hit us on this card. Because I'm gonna get 6. Oh, it wouldn't matter, would it? Okay, yeah. All right, I'm gonna get this one to level 4, so we're gonna take a hit on this card. All right, I keep changing my mind, but it's difficult decisions here. So that's our 1 poison damage dealt with from last time, and now we get to upgrade. We're gonna upgrade this one to its level 4 side, and all cards are discarded because I have no cards in reserve. And that's it. So now we draw 4. All right. And our next challenge is going to be 3, right over there. So 10. So this one has a hazard symbol, and that hazard symbol is going to be the fire. What does that fire mean? The fire means, wait, is it a fire? Oh, it's not a fire. It's the treacherous. If you fail to attain complete victory, suffer 1 damage. Okay, well, more damage here. So if I fail to succeed in this one, take 1 additional damage, or take 1 damage. So I think I can succeed on this one pretty easily, because we need a 10. That's it. So we will do 7 purple plus 3, and that's going to be our 10, right? So purple's 7 plus 3, that's going to be 10, and we only need 10. And this is going to be our reserve card, so we're good with that. As 10, we've overcome the challenge completely, so therefore we do not suffer anything at all. Cool. We get 5 experience points, and we're going to spend that on, oh man, again, if I had 6, it would be great. We're going to spend it on this card so I can get the most benefit out of it. Discard these ones, and then draw our next set. Oof, again, we got 1 card left. So we will have 1 more challenge, and we're fighting, oh my gosh, this guy again. Can we stop fighting this guy, please? I don't like this guy. I don't like him. He has a certain gross energy about him. All right, anyway, damage. So I can do 10. My priority is the thing I need to worry about, though. So, and he's poisoning again? Ugh. Why is he always poisoning? So that poisons if I take any damage? When you suffer damage. Ugh. Yeah, when you suffer damage. Okay. So he is just causing all kinds of problem here. So, oops, sorry. Dropping stuff. So I have the ability to either kill him or have a higher priority than him, but not both. And that's the part that I don't like. Certain gross energy there that I don't like. Yeah, because I can do 10 damage to him with these two cards, but I need one more damage to take them out. And that means I won't be able to take my priority. And I'll double check the rules and make sure I can't split my priority, but I have to choose to either boost my, check your boost and add it to either attack or your initiative. I wish I had an ability that said otherwise. I think in one of the expansions that I have here, there's like a special mage, you can split it up, but that's not what we're playing right now, so I can't do that. All right, so we're gonna take a hit from this jerk again. So I gotta figure out which cards we're gonna have hit. Probably, of course, one of these bigger cards so I can get, well, I want to keep my big cards big, so probably this card. This card's gonna take a hit, and then I will be able to next round take another hit on a different card. But this card's gonna take a hit. Oh, actually, we're gonna shuffle everything together anyway, aren't we? Okay. Well, in that case, I'm gonna have one of my 4s take a hit then. Yeah, because it's a bunch of 3s. Yeah, I'm gonna break those numbers up a little bit. So, we're gonna have this card take a hit, and we're gonna add this to that, and we're gonna be able to. Oh, this is all wrong. Hold on, what am I doing? Sorry, math was not mathing. There we go. 8 plus 5. So red element attack is gonna be red, so therefore is gonna be getting that. And then we're gonna be adding plus 5 to that, so it's more than enough to take him out. He is going to have a higher priority than us, which is the part that sucks. So he's hitting first with his early attack, and like we said, we're going to take the hit on this card. So it's going to take 2 damage here, and then we're going to have a poison marker to kind of deal with. So we'll put that on top of the deck again. And now we deal with our consequences. So we're getting 7 XP, and we will be able to get these 2 cards boosted up. So 7, so it's going to be 3 here. And 4 there, and that's all done. All right, so now that we're done with all that, we're at the end of the round here. So, well, first let's discard these 3, and then we draw, and then we're at the end. So therefore, we go through all of our end round shenanigans, shuffling, and then we flip this over right there, like so. And then we get going. Sorry, is that visually doing weird things? Or is that's my mod. Never mind. Okay, I see. All right, there we go. So we got it all shuffled, and we draw 4. And our top card there is gonna be right there, like so. And we're getting to the final stretch, and we have to take a hit of poison. And oh, I don't like any of this. 3. We're fighting number 3 again. Why number 3 again? He has a special symbol of freeze, so if he deals early damage, then I have to discard my reserve card. And he's a priority 8? Ugh. Yell at me, why don't you? Health 14? Oh my gosh. Alright, you know what? I think I might try to pass on this one. Gosh, I really don't want to pass on this one, but I feel like I should pass on this one, because I can do a max of 10. And if he does early damage and I lose my reserve card, actually, you know what? No, I'm okay with losing my reserve card. The early damage is the part that I'm not okay with dealing with, because is it you discard or you lose? If you suffer early damage, discard your reserve card. Okay. I think that means I can't block with it. Okay, if the enemy deals early damage to you, you must discard your reserve card during the cleanup phase. Okay, so I'll be able to still use it to block. Okay, so in that case, I'm okay with that. I mean, I'm not happy about it, but I'm okay with it because I was going to use this card to block the 4 damage that he'll do. And all my cards will be discarded, which is not great. But I will be able to get the 8 to be spread amongst... Ooh. I need 9. So if I get 2 of these upgraded... So if I get these 2 upgraded, so that means if I had this one take the hit. Okay, fine. This one's gonna take the hit. I want to upgrade these 2 cards. I really want to upgrade this one, but oh, I can upgrade twice, can't I? And I think the upgrade after 4 is 5. So let me see. I'm just gonna peek at it. 6. Ugh. Jesus. All right. Well, I can upgrade this one multiple times. Can't I? Yeah, I can do 1 and then 3. Okay, yeah. Okay. All right. So this one's gonna take the hit. I'm gonna keep this card maxed out. This one's gonna take the hit. We're gonna be able to deal. We gotta deal 14 damage, so we gotta focus on that now. So 14 damage is what I have to deal. Can I deal 14 damage? Oh boy. Well, I'm not gonna have a reserve card to discard. So what happens then? All right, so we're fusing these two to be blue, and then we're doing that and that. So we're fusing those two to be blue. We're gonna be taking early damage of 4. We're gonna have to discard a reserve card, but we're not gonna have a reserve card. So I feel like this is the best possible. Oh, I also have the poison to deal with. Forgot about the poison. Jeez, I might as well have the poison and kill. No, I don't want to kill this card. All right. Well, that's fine. I'm happy about this, y'all. This is okay. Does a poison happen as a separate instance of damage is my question. It says when you suffer damage for poison, you must apply 1 additional damage to the next hand you draw in this region immediately after drawing it. Oh, that would have happened already. Okay. So in that case, hold on. I played the poison wrong previously. I'm glad I read that. I have to apply the poison right now before I start deciding what's going to be put where. So in that case, if I downgrade this, is that going to hurt me is my question. So I'm at +4. Yeah, it's going to hurt me a lot. I think I have to downgrade this one then, because I'm just fusing it. So I have 2 level 1 cards. Ugh. All right. Okay. And let me see about upgrading cards again. You can only upgrade cards in your hand. You cannot upgrade any card you downgraded during the penalty phase. Okay, cool. It's during the penalty phase. So that means that I can upgrade this one because I did not downgrade it during the penalty phase. It was at the top of the round, so therefore I can upgrade both of these. Cool. All right, I'm happy about that. Okay, continuing on. We have the guy, we have our priority. He's doing early damage. We're going to take him out though because we're dealing 14. And then he will not deal more. So these 2 cards are being fused together to get a blue. So it's going to be blue. It's going to be 10 + 4, 14. Take him out. He's dead. And now I'm going to, actually perfectly. I dodged the shield that he had. I just realized that. But I'm going to have to lose 4, take 4. So that 4 will be taken from here. Like so, penalty phase. So this is going to be downgraded to a 3. And then I can upgrade these guys with 8. So I have, we're going to do double upgrade. So we're doing upgrade 1. And then we're going to do upgrade 2. So it's going to be 3 points spent so far. And then I have 5 left. So I think we're going to upgrade this one to level 4. And then all my cards are gone. Actually, hold on. Let me refreeze again. Freeze says, if you suffer early damage, discard your reserve card. Yeah, and the rulebook specified during your cleanup phase. Okay, all right, so those are all gone. I got some good upgrades on them though, so that works. All right, next hand, 2, 3, 4. And yes, we're gonna deal with the 3. Oh, we're fighting the same guy again? Come on, I don't like this guy. Ugh, I got a 10. I need to deal 14 to take him out. Ugh. We're doing it again. We're getting frozen again, y'all. We're getting frozen again. I don't appreciate this. And it's a yellow. Ugh. I have yellow and red. So he's gonna be able to block 2 of either one of those. I think it might be better for me to run past this one, but I also am a little bit fearful about what might show up next. So the question is, do I go ahead and just take the hit and get the set? It's 8 XP? Oh my gosh, I spent 7 last time, didn't I? I thought it was 7. Oh, I don't think I had enough XP left over, but still, because I spent 3, and then I spent 4, so I have 1 left, and I don't think there was a 1 upgrade in this. Yeah, there's no 1 upgrade there. Okay, all right, well, XP doesn't carry over, so it's all lost. Okay, continuing on though, we have another freeze situation. No poison this time though, which is pretty nice. So with the freeze situation, I think we're gonna let probably this one take the hits. I need to worry about taking him out though. That's the part that I'm having trouble with. So I think it might be best if I just dodge this one. Actually, oh no, hold on. Nope, don't dodge, because I can take him out. If I do that. Because freeze is gonna make me lose a card anyway, so might as well just merge it. So it's gonna be merged to be a red, so it's gonna be red. Oh, right, he's blocking 2 red anyway, shoot. That's not as clever as I thought it was gonna be. Actually, freeze is only if I take early damage, right? Yeah, if you suffer early damage. Okay, in that case, I'll just take a normal hit then. All right, we'll take a normal hit. We're not gonna be happy about it, but we'll use this card to block. And the reason why is because I can get my priority up high enough to where he doesn't do early damage. And how would I do that? Hold on, I see, hold on. What if I did 10 priority? And then, we fuse to change this to a red. No, that's a waste. Don't do that. All right, we need 10 and 4, so these 2 are going to be it. We need a yellow or a red to get the 10 though, and we don't have a yellow or a red, so we're fusing regardless. Is what I'm hearing. Oh no, we only need to do half. My bad. Sorry, I lost track of what I was trying to do. We only need to do half damage. We need our priority to be higher. So 6 is not half of 14. And I think that's the problem, because I need this to go... Oh no, okay, perfect. Okay, yeah, this can go here, because my priority is already higher than him, so he's not doing early damage. So this is taking care of itself. So 4 plus 6 is going to be 10. So that means I can use either of these to kind of be the one to throw away. So I will use this one. So element purple, and the attack is going to be 6. We're going to add 4 to the boost, so it's going to be 10. My priority is 10, so I will not take early damage because he only has 8. And so I don't have to deal with freeze, but I will need to deal with the 4 damage that he's throwing at me. So he's dealing 4 damage to me, a yellow. I will block it with this, and that'll give me 6 block. So this will be downgraded just once, and then I get to deal with everything else. So this is going to be downgraded once, and I have 8 XP to spread out. And with that 8 XP, I think we'll do this card here will be upgraded once. So that's 2, and then I think I'll max out this card because we're about to be to the end. There we go. So that's all the XP I could spend. I get to hold onto this card because freeze only kicks in if I take early damage, which I didn't. And we're done. Next round. Whew, that worked out. All right, who are we fighting this time? 2, Mr. 2. So he is ranged and he has a priority of 10. Man, why is it always ranged and high priority? Why can't it just like be one or the other? Ugh. It's almost as if this game was designed to be mean. Almost as if. Sorry, just changing music here. There we go. Well, I can deal 13. That feels good. A whole 13 damage. He's gonna deal early damage regardless. He has a 3 that he's dealing. I do not like that. Okay. So let's do this. 13. So we'll be able to take him out. We just need to get our priority up. If we can get +5. No? Okay. The best we can do is +3. So we're not going to be able to go faster than him regardless of what we do. Ah, interesting. Okay, so I'm going to hold on to this one then. And I'm going to do this one instead. Because then I can do 3 plus 11. Oh, I don't need to do that. Never mind. Yeah, sure. This is the combination. The reason why is because I can hold onto this card. And let this card take a hit and then upgrade these ones. I think that's what we're doing. Okay, so this card is going to take the hit is going to be able to block the 3. And then these guys are going to be able to deal, this is a red, so 11 plus 3, 14. We're taking them out, super taking them out. We did take the early damage, which is what we calculated already over there. Okay, cool. So we're all done. Now we are able to upgrade. We cannot upgrade this one because we took that damage during the penalty phase for the early damage, but we do get to upgrade these guys, and we get 5 only. So we're gonna upgrade this one. And then we're done. Okay, so 3, 1, 2, 3, and we got 2 cards in there left. So we're about to get to the final fight, the final journey, and the final fight. We're fighting number 4. Man, we're just fighting everybody today. Oh, 17. Ugh, 17, 7 priority, 9 experience, which I like, but he's dealing 5 blue damage, and I have no blue shield. So 17 health is a lot. Can I get up that high? The highest I can get is 15. And he has a purple and blue shield, so yep. We're definitely taking a hit from this guy. So it's 5 blue, so we're gonna let that one block it, of course. And then our damage is gonna be, so here, and we're not gonna be able to take him out completely, so we just need to do half, so we need our priority to be higher than his, so we're gonna do this for a +3. It wouldn't matter, would it? We're gonna do that for a +3. And that's gonna give us what we need. So now we're done, we're gonna commit to this. So our priority is gonna be 3 plus 4, so 7, so we're tied, so we get to go first. And then we're gonna deal the damage of 10, just 10. It's not gonna be enough to take him out, so he'll attack us back for 5. We'll take the hit over here on this card, which knocks it down to a 2. And that is it. We do get the experience points. And that experience is gonna be 9, which is great. So we're gonna upgrade both of these. So this is gonna, oh, let me see. Can I upgrade this one twice? So this is gonna be 3. And then it's gonna be 4. So 3 plus 4 is gonna be 7. I feel like I should upgrade this one. Well, no, this one gets to 13 though. This one gets a boost plus 5 though. Oof, this is a challenge here. So this one gets up to 13 damage, but this one gets a boost plus 5, which I like a little bit better. So I think I'm gonna upgrade that one. All right, so we're all upgraded, we're all done with that round, and now we are at the end. So at the end, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go through the rulebook here, and we're gonna go into our final event. The final battle. So for this one, begin the final battle by preparing the cards much in the same way that you did for the region. So shuffle all the mage cards except for the ones that were trashed. I did not trash any just yet. So nothing was completely defeated. We have all of our mages about ourselves, and I think all of them are at least level 2, which is pretty good. I don't think I have any level 1s, which is going to be very beneficial here. Okay, so we shuffled it, and then rearrange. So put the dragon card on top of the deck. So we're fighting this dragon right there. So we're fighting him or her or them, that dragon, and then keep both the region. Okay, fight the battle. Proceed first to the final journey and then to the final enemy. So the final journey, draw your hand. Take the first 7 mage cards into from your deck into your hand. So 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Got my 7 cards. And essentially what I'm going to do is I'm going to make 2 sets of travel cards. And then I'm going to have 1 reserve card. And that reserve card can be counted once if one of the colors match. Even if both sets match, I can only count it once for a boost for my total. So essentially I'm trying to make the total be greater than or equal to what's there. So in this case, we got some yellow boots. So let me see if I can get my boots up pretty high. I explained that pretty badly, but it'll make sense here in a second. Let's see, so I got 9 boots. And can I hold on to my reserve card? Let me check. So scout the path. So draw your hand. We got 7 cards. Scout the path. Check the 3 MPs, the movement points that are needed, the tiers, and the time lost. Regroup optional. After drawing, you can choose to regroup. To regroup, discard 1 card, shuffle the remaining 6 cards from your hand, then put them at the back of the deck, and then draw some more cards. Then you assign your roles. Use the 7 mages to create 2 distinct sets, each with spell, element, and boost assigned. You may have 1 reserve card. You can only fuse cards once across the 2 sets. Determine the outcome. Add up all the movements. If you use an enhanced move in either action set and it is the same element, it's Final Journey, then you get to do your boost. You can only do this once. Compare the total move. Finally, rest. Discard all 7 cards. Okay, so you do not get to hold into my. I do not get to hold into my reserve card. That's what I was trying to check. Okay, so we need good boost here. So this is a +5. So we're gonna do. We can put this in the middle. Like that. So this is 9 + 4, and then 8 + 2. And because this is yellow and it matches the yellow, we get to add our boost here to it. So this is going to be in total 10, 15, plus 13. So 15 plus 13, so we're going to get 28. So we are at the highest tier here. So 28 is our total. So we're going to lose 2 cards. Oh no, we lost a 4. And then all these cards will go away. Thank you, mages, you've done your job. And now we get our final battle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards. And our final battle is essentially much in the same way. We will do our fighting. The final enemy, draw. Take all the remaining cards from your deck into your hand. Scout the enemy. Check the 3 hit points. Hold on, let me go back. Yeah, that's it. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna draw a final hand, and then we're going to scout, check the 3 HP tiers, got it, assign roles, same thing. Compare your initiative total. Initiative fails to meet or exceed the dragons, you suffer the dragon's early damage, and then just see if you survive. Okay, try to survive. All right, I need my initiative to be 29. Ugh. All right, so we for sure want this card on an element. Yeah, this is gonna be difficult. I got 10. Oh, sorry, 29 is his health. Sorry, his initiative is 13. Okay, that's much better. All right, oof. All right, that's much better. 13 is his initiative. I can deal with that. Can I deal with that? I don't think I can deal with that. 13, I can do. I have to do the 10 as an element then. That means I have to fuse as well. So I'll fuse to change this color. And then damage-wise, I need to do 29 damage, and that's the part that's going to be also difficult. So for sure, this. And then... that. So we're dealing 11 plus 3, so 14. This is 14, so we need 15 more damage. And I don't know if I can pull that. So we're gonna be on tier 2 then. That sucks. This is gonna be rough. Taking 20 damage is not great. It's gonna drop my points by a lot for the in-game. Let me try to make it to the in-game first before I start complaining about that. Sorry, the heat just turned on. Or did the air turn on? Hopefully the heat turned on, because it's kind of cold in here. Oh yeah, the heat turned on. Super turned on. Sorry. It's cold in my room here, so my AC unit decided to turn on at the end of this video, just to sound like a fire-breathing dragon there, giving us the full experience. There's no way for me to get 6 plus 5, so that's 11. I would need to use one of my boosts to get my priority up, which means that if I... Oh, actually, okay, hold on. So what I can do, right, is I can do this, and then this is going to be 10, and this is going to be 11 plus 3. No, I don't think that's worth it. I think it makes more sense for me to fuse to get red. So then it'll be 8 plus this, so... Sorry, what I'm trying to say is I should do this to make this a red. And then trying to get the maximum damage from there. So this is going to be 8 plus 2, because I want that boost in priority. Oh, sorry, I want that priority boost because that's going to help out a lot, and that's going to make me not deal with early damage, which I really don't want to deal with. So 10 plus 5, so it's 15. So I have higher priority than he does. And then I will be dealing 8 plus 2, so 12 or 10. Excuse me, 10 plus 14, so 24. So that means I'm on tier 2. So I'm going to be taking 20 damage. Ugh, that sucks. All right, let's take 20 damage. So 20 damage across all my cards. I have no yellows, which is not great. Do I have any yellows once I downgrade? Nope. That was going to be special. I thought it was special. All right, so we have 4. This is 3, 6, 9, 12, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All right, so everything's going down 1 level. Okay, so if everything goes down 1 level, then we got it. Now the question is there any other way to do that more efficiently? This is going from 2 to 2. This is going from 4 to 3. It's going from 2 to 2. Yeah, okay. All right, so we'll go ahead and start taking the hits. So we said 3, 6, 9, 12, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All right, so that's it. We survived the attack, and because we survived the attack, we win. We get a narrow victory. So we have in the final battle, we've survived the consequences. So therefore, our attack equals or exceeds the 2nd HP tier, but not the 3rd tier. Suffer the 2nd tier's attack damage as combat damage. And then game scoring. I won, so I get to sum up all the things on my mage cards, except for those that I trashed, after I soaked the final damage. And then we'll see how it did. Alright, so let's see how it did. I think I survived, though. So we got 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 10. It says 10 points. 1, 3, 5, 8, 10, 4, 11, and then 8. So 11, this is going to be 19. So we got 19 here. So 19 plus 10 plus 10, so I got 39 points. Woo, 39 points. I'll put that in my app. I think I did pretty good there. All right, Dragons of Etchinstone. And we are at 39. And how long did it take me to play that? Let's see, put that in the app too. That's not bad, just under 90 minutes for teach and play. Let's say 1 hour. All right, it's 39. My best score is 53. My worst winning score was 36. So not too much higher than my average, I guess. I don't know what my average is yet. Just trying to splay this out so I can take a picture of it. Sorry, just doing some side things here. Whoops. There we go. And get a picture of that. Cool. And there we go. We got to add it to the application. And that's it. I have successfully completed my playthrough of Dragon of Etchinstone. Let's see, what's my average? My average score, 53? Wait, why is it not changing? Hold on. Oh, my average winning score is 42. Sorry, 42 is my average. All right, cool. Great. Glad we did that. 3 plays. Okay, so that's going to be it for this video. I'm going to go ahead and close out this one, and then I'll do my review video here right after this. So feel free to check that out if you want to see my review overall of how I feel about the game. That's pretty much it. So thank you all very much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed it. And as always, I will see y'all whenever.